Ending Hunger in Communities. I'm Carissa Mandrakia, and this is Spotlight Montgomery County. I'm here with Amanda White to talk about Philabundance.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Hi, you're very welcome. So tell me a little bit about your organization.
So Philabundance is the largest hunger relief organization in the Delaware Valley. We're located in South Philadelphia. We serve 9 counties, 5 in Pennsylvania and 4 in New Jersey. So one of our counties is Montgomery County here. Our mission is to drive hunger from our communities to ultimately end it forever. It's a big goal, but we've been around since 1984, and each year, we distribute about 20-some million pounds of food each year to help fight hunger.
Wow. So you're not a soup kitchen, you're different. Kind of explain to me the differences in that.
Correct. So we're not a soup kitchen, we're a food bank. So soup kitchens consist of, we call them agencies. We have about 350 agencies, and so we're kind of the hub, so people can donate food. We are a warehouse, so all donations stay in the warehouse. We actually have 2 warehouses, one in South Philly and one in North Philly. And then agencies can order food, they can pick it up from us, and we have 8 trucks now, and we send them out to the agencies, including soup kitchens and shelters and churches, and then our clients, people in need, go to these agencies and these spots to pick up this food.
Oh, wow. So, and you said you're in South Philly and North Philly?
We have 2 warehouses.
Oh,
the
wow.
one is more so for fresh produce and frozen items, and the other is a lot of canned goods.
Oh, so it's like different foods in different places?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So I know things don't get like messed up or anything like
Right.
that. Oh, that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about the programs that the organization has.
So we're definitely more than a food bank. We have a lot of programs. 30% of those we serve are children, which is really surprising and sad, and 15% are seniors. So we have a Fresh for All program. It's like a free on-the-go farmers market for those in need. We have about 9 of them throughout the Delaware Valley, so people can just go to different locations. It's like a parking lot, and they just set up, and our truck comes, and then they line up. We have all fresh produce, fruits and vegetables for them. They pick a number. Everything is self-declared, so they just go through the line. So that's called Fresh for All. And then we have a Kids Bites program, feeding kids and families, similar to also our Fresh for All. That's happening at Lowell in North Philadelphia. We have a nonprofit grocery store, which is the first nonprofit grocery store of its kind in the country.
Wow.
So that's pretty big. It's in Chester. It's called Fair and Square. And then we also have a culinary vocational training program called Philabundance Community Kitchen. That's located in North Philadelphia in a women's shelter. So basically, it's for people who don't know what they want to do with their life. They're looking for a second chance in life. They may have been formerly incarcerated, or they're currently incarcerated, may have been homeless, so just rough backgrounds. And then they come to this 14-week intensive program to learn culinary skills to help, put on their resume and get jobs afterward. And then so in that program, we have life skills training. It's a math class. It's culinary skills. It's a whole 9 yards. So
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they stick with the culinary training, and they're working in 4-star restaurants, 5-star restaurants, and they really get their life back on track or even become business owners.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I want to kind of backtrack a little bit. You said a nonprofit grocery store. How does that work?
So it's a good question. It's similar to any grocery store. It's just a program of Philabundance. So we do all the funding for it. So our goal is to make the greatest impact in the community, not necessarily make the most money. So, and before Fair and Square, they didn't have a grocery store for over 10 years in Chester. So it was considered a food desert, so it was desperately needed.
Oh, wow. So can people use like food stamps and everything like that to go into the grocery store still?
Yep.
Okay.
They can, and then they have this Carrot Cash program where it's kind of like a rewards program, like a Giant or an Acme have, but this is different because when somebody purchases something, it's money back on their card. So say you go in and you don't have any money to purchase something, they just say, how much do I have on my Carrot Cash, and they use that.
Oh, wow. So, giving back, that's awesome. So just talking to you, I know it definitely seems like hunger is a big issue in the area. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so hunger, a lot of people think that it's not happening in our area, in the U.S. especially. They don't know really the extent of it. So Philabundance serves 90,000 people a week in the 9-county service areas, which is a lot.
90,000 a week.
90,000 a week. So about 750,000 people in the area are food insecure. And food insecurity means they don't really know when they're going to get their next meal. They don't have security, and they live paycheck to paycheck. They heat their house or pay their bills instead of eat food. So a lot of people make sacrifices. But in the country, it's 1 in 7, or no, 1 in 8. Sorry, according to Feeding America. And then in this area, it's 1 in 5.
Just
in the Philadelphia.
So.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, you would
it's
never expect that because you see so many people eating food all the time, but people don't really understand. So.
Yeah, and it's not people that you would expect either. A lot of people think that Philabundance just serves homeless people or poor people or just people on food stamps that aren't really doing much, that are lazy, but it's college students. It's people that are in college debt, single parents, people who have jobs, but it's just not making ends meet to feed their families.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about the Spread the Love event that you guys have.
Yeah, so we have a lot of third-party events, but one of our events that we hold is called Spread the Love. It's to help feed kids in need. So our goal last year was to raise $15,000, and we exceeded that. So this year, starting Valentine's Day to the end of the month, we are aiming to raise $20,000, which will equate to 16,000 jars of peanut butter. And we want to raise peanut butter because it's extremely high in protein, it's nutritious, it's kid-friendly. I mean, everybody loves peanut butter. So it's definitely a most needed item for Philabundance.
Is anything else something that you really give out to people a lot? Like peanut butter is one because it can stay for a while. Anything else like that?
Anything high in protein, really, like tuna, canned fruits and vegetables. Definitely not ramen. A lot of people think that everybody loves ramen, and these people are poor, so they'll appreciate it. But these people that we serve, they're just like me and you. I mean, they're people. They deserve nutritious food. They deserve good, decent food. So anything high in protein. I mean, not just canned food items. You can. And what's great is Philabundance can buy in bulk, meaning we can stretch our dollar further than the average dollar. So we actually prefer to get in monetary donations over food donations, although we appreciate both, but we can actually buy more with your dollar. So $1 equals 2 meals for those in need.
Oh, wow. Just $1.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it can go a long way.
You would never think that. Like $1 buys you what, like a Big Mac at
McDonald's,
but can buy
fast
someone
food.
2 meals. Wow. That's awesome. So besides that, I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite part about doing what you do?
So I do public relations. My favorite part, I would say, is really getting to know the people that we serve and then pitching their story as a human interest story in media. So for instance, just last week, it was Affordable Housing and Homelessness Advocacy Day. It's a mouthful. And from our Philabundance Community Kitchen program, one of the graduates, her name is Marquita, she used to be homeless. She was evicted from her home out of nowhere. She really didn't know what she wanted to do with her life. She was working at Xfinity Live as a bouncer. She only had one pair of pants. And so she came across this program from her older sister who was also homeless as well. She was kicked out with her family, and she squatted in her home with her family. So now she has her own catering business. So she told Marquita, you have to go through this program. You have to check it out. It's amazing. So now Marquita is working at a 4-star restaurant as a line chef, line cook, and she loves her job. She has her own apartment. So these are the stories that it's like Philabundance and Philabundance's programs are really changing lives and transforming lives for the better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I love sharing those stories.
Yeah, I mean, you just start out doing nothing, and then the help through you, it's like, the whole new life for them. That's awesome. Thank you so much for what you do. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so if you want more information, please go to philabundance.org. This is Spotlight MC. I'm Carissa Mandrakia.